Brazil, known for its vibrant culture, and Japan, famed for its technology and traditions, seem worlds apart. Yet, a fascinating historical connection bridges these two nations across the Pacific. This connection lies in the story of Japanese migration to Brazil over a century ago. From Sao Paulo's streets to serene temples, Japanese immigrants left an indelible mark on Brazil. The story of Japanese migration to Brazil began in the early 20th century, a period marked by significant transformations in both nations. Japan, undergoing rapid industrialization and facing population pressures, sought new opportunities for its citizens. Brazil, on the other hand, needed laborers for its burgeoning coffee plantations, particularly after the abolition of slavery in 1888. In 1908, the Casato Maru, a ship carrying 781 Japanese immigrants, arrived in Santos, Brazil, marking the beginning of a significant wave of migration. These early arrivals, primarily farmers and laborers, were drawn by the promise of a better life and the opportunity to own land. They embarked on a journey filled with uncertainty, leaving behind their homeland and venturing into the unknown. Life for these early immigrants was far from easy. They faced harsh working conditions on coffee plantations, language barriers, and cultural differences. Yet, they persevered, their resilience fueled by a strong work ethic and a deep sense of community. These pioneers laid the foundation for a thriving Japanese-Brazilian community, their sacrifices and contributions paving the way for future generations. The allure of economic opportunity served as a primary driver for Japanese migration to Brazil. The early 20th century witnessed a boom in Brazil's coffee industry, creating a high demand for laborers. Japanese immigrants, skilled in agriculture, saw in this demand a chance to improve their economic standing. Many Japanese immigrants arrived in Brazil as contract laborers, working on coffee plantations owned by wealthy landowners. They endured long hours, back-breaking labor, and often challenging living conditions. However, the prospect of earning a steady income and potentially owning land motivated them to persevere. Over time, some Japanese immigrants were able to purchase their own land, establishing small farms and businesses. This entrepreneurial spirit, coupled with their strong work ethic, allowed them to achieve a level of economic success and upward mobility that had seemed elusive in their homeland. While economic opportunities played a significant role, it was not the sole motivator for Japanese migration to Brazil. Social and political factors in Japan also contributed to the exodus. Japan, at the turn of the 20th century, experienced rapid population growth coupled with limited arable land. This led to rural poverty and a sense of economic uncertainty for many, pushing them to seek opportunities elsewhere. Furthermore, the Meiji Restoration, a period of modernization and social upheaval, resulted in significant societal changes. Traditional social structures were challenged, and new opportunities arose, prompting some to seek a fresh start in a new land. Brazil, with its promise of land ownership and a chance to build a new life, offered a ray of hope for those seeking a brighter future. The combination of push factors in Japan and pull factors in Brazil created the perfect storm for migration. Section 5. Planting Roots, Preserving Identity, the Japanese in Brazilian Society. Japanese immigrants upon arriving in Brazil faced the challenge of integrating into a new society while striving to preserve their cultural heritage. They formed tight-knit communities, establishing Japanese language schools, newspapers, and social organizations. These institutions became cornerstones of Japanese-Brazilian life, providing a sense of belonging, preserving cultural traditions, and transmitting Japanese language and customs to future generations. They served as a bridge between their adopted homeland and their cultural roots. Despite facing discrimination and cultural barriers, Japanese immigrants demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt to Brazilian society. They learned Portuguese, embraced aspects of Brazilian culture, and contributed significantly to the nation's economic and social development. Section 6. A fusion of flavors, Japanese influence on Brazilian cuisine. One of the most delicious examples of cultural exchange between Japan and Brazil is evident in the realm of cuisine. Japanese immigrants, bringing with them their culinary traditions, introduced new ingredients and flavors to the Brazilian palate. Today, Brazilian cuisine boasts a unique fusion of Japanese and Brazilian flavors. Dishes like virado sushi, a Brazilian twist on the traditional Japanese dish, and pastel de feira with Japanese fillings, exemplify this culinary fusion. Japanese ingredients such as soy sauce, ginger and wasabi have become staples in Brazilian kitchens, adding a distinct umami flavor to traditional Brazilian dishes. This culinary blending reflects the harmonious coexistence of Japanese and Brazilian cultures. Section 7. Beyond the Plate: Cultural Exchange and Adaptation. The cultural exchange between Japan and Brazil extends far beyond the culinary realm. Japanese immigrants brought with them their artistic traditions, religious practices and social customs, enriching the cultural tapestry of Brazil. Japanese martial arts such as judo and karate gained immense popularity in Brazil, with many Brazilians embracing these practices. Japanese festivals like Hanamatsuri and Bonodori are celebrated with enthusiasm, showcasing the vibrant cultural heritage of Japanese immigrants. This cultural exchange was not a one-way street. Japanese immigrants, while preserving their traditions, also embraced aspects of Brazilian culture, adapting their lifestyles and customs to their new environment. Section 8. A two-way street: Brazilian influences on Japanese culture. The cultural exchange between Japan and Brazil flowed in both directions. Japanese immigrants returning to Japan after years of living in Brazil brought with them Brazilian music, dance, and culinary influences. Brazilian music, particularly samba and bossa nova, found a receptive audience in Japan, influencing Japanese musicians and adding a touch of Brazilian rhythm to the Japanese music scene. Brazilian dance forms like capoeira also gained popularity, captivating Japanese audiences with their energetic movements and rhythms. This cultural fusion enriched Japanese society, demonstrating the enduring impact of cultural exchange and the interconnectedness of cultures in a globalized world. Section 9. A vibrant legacy: the Japanese-Brazilian community today. Today, Brazil is home to the largest Japanese diaspora in the world, with over 2 million Japanese descendants calling Brazil home. The Japanese-Brazilian community has made significant contributions to Brazilian society, excelling in various fields, from agriculture and business to politics and the arts. Japanese Brazilians have played a pivotal role in strengthening ties between Japan and Brazil, fostering economic partnerships, cultural exchanges, and diplomatic relations. Their unique bicultural perspective serves as a bridge between these two nations. The Japanese-Brazilian community stands as a testament to the successful integration and contributions of immigrants. Their story is a reminder of the richness and vibrancy that diversity brings to a nation, shaping its identity and enriching its cultural heritage. Section 10. A Global Perspective: Lessons from Japanese Migration to Brazil. The story of Japanese migration to Brazil offers valuable lessons about migration, cultural integration, and the preservation of heritage. It highlights the challenges and triumphs faced by immigrants as they navigate a new culture while striving to maintain their identity. This story reminds us of the importance of empathy, understanding, and inclusivity in a world grappling with issues of migration and cultural diversity. It encourages us to embrace the richness that different cultures bring to our societies, recognizing the contributions of immigrants and celebrating the beauty of cultural exchange. Furthermore, it underscores the enduring strength of cultural heritage, demonstrating how traditions can be preserved and transmitted across generations, even in a new land. Section 11. Conclusion: a tapestry of cultures woven together. The story of Japanese migration to Brazil is a testament to the enduring human spirit, the power of cultural exchange, and the beauty of diversity. It is a story woven into the very fabric of both nations, leaving an indelible mark on their cultures, cuisines, and societies. From the coffee plantations of Brazil to the bustling streets of Japanese Brazilian communities, this story unfolds, revealing a journey of resilience, adaptation, and the creation of a unique hybrid culture that celebrates both Japanese and Brazilian roots. As we reflect on this remarkable chapter in history, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of our world, the importance of cultural understanding, and the enduring legacy of migration in shaping the tapestry of human civilization.